Wow. Hi, I'm James.
And I'm Zach.
And this is Stories That Are Whack with James and Zach.
Let's see. First story I guess we're going to tell is about the time I got suspended from high school.
Yeah.
And, let's see. How did this go down? Well, there's a lot of shocking things on the internet, as most people know.
Yeah.
There's an older one that's probably heard of it called goatse.cx. And if you don't know what that is,
You don't want to know what that is.
have somebody look it up. Don't look it up yourself unless you're ready to see that.
Especially in the way you did.
Let's just say it's not normal, and there's some stretching of orifices going on of the male variety. And
It's pretty bad.
yeah, it's not a very nice picture. And matter of fact, a lot of people don't know it, but there's actually a gallery of pictures that this guy has done, and they get worse than the famous viral picture. They get really bad.
Yeah.
Anyways, I had never seen it before. I didn't know what it was. And I was in computer class.
This was 9th grade, right?
Yeah, 9th grade.
Yeah.
I was in computer class.
I was in there too.
Yeah, I've never gotten in too much trouble at school. Never been suspended, never been expelled, anything like that. And my friend Steve was in the class with me, and Steve is a big guy. He's a lot bigger than I am. He's like taller, and he's just built like this. And he knew about it, and he kept going on about like, hey, we need to look this up. It's crazy.
Yeah, he kept trying to get everybody he could to come over there and look.
Yeah. So he didn't look it up yet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was like, look it up, and I was just like, nah, dude, I'm doing my work. And he pushes me out of the way, and he types it into the Google search
on the computer Zach was using.
on my computer that I'm signed into, and pulls it up, and he gets the whole gallery going on, and it is bad. It is just. It is you don't want to see it if you're not into that.
They were trying to call me over there too. He was making a pretty big scene. He's like, "Hey guys, come look at this! Look at this!" And everybody was hearing this, by the way.
Teacher's right there.
Yeah, teacher right in the
comes
class.
over and he's just like, "Hey, what's going on over there?" And I click off of it real quick, and he gets up, he leans over me, and he maximizes it on the computer. Sees it, the look on his face.
I didn't look. I was too busy. Like I was sitting there, like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be terrible."
It was like he just saw a train wreck, and he wasn't sure if it was real, and
he wasn't sure it was real.
Well, it was really bad, and I'm just like with my face down, like, "Oh my god!" And Steve's just like, "Oh man." And he's like, "I'm sorry," and I'm just like, So anyways, we both get sent to the office.
Didn't he print out the pictures and bring them to the office?
Yeah, the teacher printed out a series of these horrible pictures. He should have lost his job for doing this. And he brought it down to the principal, and he called me and Steve down there, and Steve goes in before me, and he admits to everything. He admits that it was him that did it, and all this stuff. And they bring me in, and I tell him exactly what happened. That he pushed me out of the way, and he did it, and everything. And they said, well, the way that it goes down is it was on your computer, so you have to be the one to get punished for it. And I was like, what about Steve? And they started saying, like, it didn't matter, and, like, one of them even said that he was, like, trying to take up for me. And I'm like, what? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything at all. And, yeah, basically I got suspended, and Steve was like, I'm sorry, and all this stuff. And my grandpa is a very conservative. He's a very
he's a very old man too.
He's an old. Yeah, my grandpa was an older man, very old. He's very conservative. He was in the military, and he is no nonsense. Anything even remotely related to the human body is unspoken of in our house.
You can't fart in front of this guy.
Yeah, you can't fart in front of this guy. I get home, get dropped off on the bus, and he's never doing this. but he's sitting on the porch waiting for me.
Oh god!
And
I can only imagine.
It didn't go too well. I was suspended for a few days, and it sucked. But the worst part about it is that when I get back to school after my suspension, everybody thinks that I was looking up gay porn. They have no idea how bad it was, and they all think that I'm just some gay kid that looked up
just
porn.
Imagine how disappointed and mad your grandpa was.
Yeah, because they had to describe it to him over the phone, like what it was and what.
Zach's just his grandpa's like.
They thought that I was just some pervert, and and I go to Steve, and he's not sorry anymore. At this point, it's hilarious to him.